Well, basically, these events are very much subject to the whims of inter-Korean politics, which means that if inter-Korean relations are good, these can go ahead. If they're bad, there's no chance of them happening. So now that we are in a process of détente, I expect these meetings to go ahead. But do bear in mind also that these meetings have been so rare over the decade since the end of the Korean War. A number of families have actually taken matters into their own hands. They've employed brokers, so-called brokers, who are often North Korean defectors who have good contacts in China and in North Korea. And these South Korean families, using their own money, have very secretly managed to meet families from North Korea in China through the services of these brokers. Of course, these are unofficial meetings, and these are kept very much under the radar.
Okay, so low-key meetings happening there under the radar. Now, on a separate issue, Andrew, Donald Trump said the denuclearization of North Korea has already begun. What exactly is the U.S. president referring to?
Your guess, I'm afraid, is as good as mine. We have no information on this. We do know that last month, the entrance to the Punggye-ri nuclear test site, these are the tunnels, the underground tunnels where detonations have taken place, were blown up. But these are just the entrances to it, and there were no international observers on the ground beyond journalists. So no experts, excuse me, were able to see into this process. He may have been referring to that. He may be referring to a promise that apparently Kim Jong-un made to him at the Singapore summit, which is that he would destroy a missile engine test site. But again, this would, as far as we're aware, this hasn't happened yet. There's no information thus far. No international observers have been consulted on this matter. And again, even if that process took place, it wouldn't necessarily be irreversible. It'll be the issue of destroying, a missile gantry, possibly the concrete test pad. So not really a denuclearization step as far as we understand it. Bear in mind that U.S. Secretary of Defense Jim Mattis also said on Wednesday, as far as he was aware, no steps have yet been taken on the denuclearization process. So this may just be the president's rather well-known lack of clarity in verbal communication.